When you don't have an air dryer on board, you gotta use the natural skills, you know?
At an Spanish Film Festival, watching a Venezuelan movie that is actually not allowed to show in Venezuela. So that's...
They are leaving the country because they have no right to exist in Venezuela or in the country. So I think that was the main thing, just that feeling of loss. When you lose everything, even hope, but you just...
All right, I have returned from the film festival. It is a film festival, but just like when I think of festival, I think of like, and like dirty fields and stuff. It was a screening of, or a showing premiere, I think, of Aún es de noche en Caracas. And it was a fine film, pretty cool. There was a Q&A after with Natalia Reyes. She was cool. I liked her. The whole arrangement went exactly how I'd imagined it would go. But not how I had hoped it would go, to be honest. On the pictures online, it looked like a little smaller. And then I came in, it was just this big venue with like crazy music playing, and everybody was speaking Spanish, and I did not talk to a single person, not a single person. Also, I haven't had anything to drink in a month. And then before the film, I chose to drink a beer, and I got a little buzzy, I got a little fun, but I still didn't have the guts to just walk up to anyone. In my mind, it would be like a little more like networky kind of, because on the pictures it was much smaller, like I said before, so I'd imagined it would be like a, little like kind of team building exercise-esque. But it wasn't. It was very much people came in their groups, and I just felt so out of place. It was crazy. But I'm happy that I went. It's the first time I've ever been to anything film festival related. It was literally because I walked by the poster in Amsterdam that I went to this. And it was a fun time to it was cool to spend my time on this. I'm not happy that I did it. It was so, I felt like a really old person at a club, basically. That's how I felt. Like a creepy guy just walking around. Also, when she did the Q&A, I was like, I wanted to ask a question, because there's this long sequence in the film where they run through the streets, and then she meets a guy called Santiago, and it was very well shot. It was a pretty cool sequence, and I was sitting through that whole thing. It was 5 minutes long, and it was shot as a one-shot thing, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cool, it's so amazing. And I really wanted to ask how they shot that, if they split it up, and how she worked with the director Mariana Condon, I believe her name is, because shooting a wonder like that through the streets in Venezuela, where you have to, she said in the Q&A, she said that they had to disguise themselves as shooting a rom-com, basically, because the Venezuelan government is very much against this film, so they wouldn't even they tried to stop the distribution of it all. And so I was kind of curious about how they shot that sequence in the middle of Venezuela when they had all these issues shooting the whole thing. So I raised my hand right as she was, okay, that's the last question. And then I raised it and it was up there for like 10 seconds and she was finishing her answer to a last question. And then the speaker person, like the interviewee, basically was like, okay, that's all the time we got. So I didn't get to ask my question, and everybody was kind of looking at me because I was the only one with the hand up. But why I'm trying to say all this is because I ended up like kind of walking after her because she was like doing a meet and greet thing but it wasn't really a meet and greet. It was just a picture opportunity, basically. It was in front of like a Amsterdam Spanish Film Festival like cover thing, and then everybody was so like emotionally invested in the film that people were like really like, you could see that when they took pictures with her, they were like, oh, I'm from Venezuela and I'm from this place and how do you do, and all these things. And I just would feel malplaced. But the thing I wanted to ask her, but I really wanted to ask her this question, so I was like, maybe she'll go somewhere and like talk to another person and I can just butt in and be like, hey, great film, I just wanted to ask you this one thing, and then also say that as a Scandinavian watching this film about like war and civil war and all these crazy things happening in Venezuela and like feeling informed, it's very like, it makes me feel sad in a good way because I feel informed about the whole thing. And so I just wanted to thank her and like say that, you know, as from a Scandinavian person, you've really made an impact on the whole world as a thing, like, you know, just not just Venezuelans and Colombians and Spanish people and stuff, also on all the other people all around like what I wanted to say basically was, as a Scandinavian person, I really enjoyed this film, and I think that would make her happy to know that. Maybe, I don't know. I wanted to tell her that and also ask the question about the sequence. I never got to, which kind of sucks, but it's all right. That made me, like really happy for some reason.
That punk is playing at my house, my house. I'll show you the ropes, kid, show you the ropes. Got a bus and a trailer at my house, my house. I'll show you the ropes, kid, show you the ropes. I bought 15 cases for my house, my house. All the furniture is in the garage. But that punk is playing in my house, my house. You got to set them up, kid, set them up.
right now I'm waiting on my mat to dry. I say mat in singular because I borrowed some water from the guys at the gas station, and they filled up my water bottle twice, which was very nice of them. And then I came back in, I was like, could I just get one more? I just need to clean my mat. It's like this last one. And they were like, you know, we usually don't do that. And I was like, that's completely fine. I completely understand. So right now I have one clean mat and I have one unclean mat, but it's no worries. The next place I'm gonna fill up water, I'm just gonna clean it there because I have all the cleaning supplies with me, so that doesn't matter too much. It's just been nice to get it now, but you know, what can you do? I didn't want to bother these people anymore. They've been very nice to me. But I cleaned it up. It's a little bit, it still kind of smells a little bit like dog in here, but you know, that's fine. I like the smell of dog, I don't mind it. And it just feels a little more like it was something I wanted to do since I got the car. And now I at least got out the worst of it, and like, you know, I can like cross that off the bucket list kind of. And then I also found this buried deep beneath other clothes, but I hadn't used it at the time because my hair wasn't long enough, but now it is kind of a little long, so I can use it. And I look all sweaty and my skin is peeling off. And then also a bunch of shit I had up here in the passenger seat with me is now back in the where the spare tire is supposed to be, so I have a lot more room here. Just had the nicest conversation with the man who sold me this. He said I should go to Ghent, Bruges and Dinant. So I think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I've really camped in the middle of a city before. I know it's like what they do on YouTube all the time. It's like the most popular, you know, it gets a lot of views because it's kind of crazy. But today I'm actually doing it. And I haven't really done that before. So we'll see how it goes. It was primarily because of the basic fit. Like there's a fitness gym right over there. So it'll be the first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow is gonna and I've kind of found out that I'm not too crazy about not having a bathroom nearby. But usually it's not really necessary, but it's just nice to have. So right now I can use my membership card to the basic fit, and it's open 24/7, but I can only use it once per 3 hours. So if I'm going in there, it has to be emergency. I thought I was gonna read the rest of this book. In English, it's Blue Sisters. Danish is Blå Søstre. Bought it in Danish because I wanted to read a book in Danish. It's not in Danish though, so you can really feel that it's translated because the names are Avery and Bonnie and Lucky and Nikki. And those are not Scandinavian names, so, and it all takes place in like New York and London and all these English places. And it's very like, it's all these references that's been made to, like they're being made to New Yorkers, obviously, you know, and Americans, but it's been translated into Danish, so it's a little, I kind of wish I bought it in English actually, but you know, I'm almost finished with it. And I wanted to read it complete to the end, because it's actually it's an alright book. I won't go into that, but yeah. So I'm thinking that I can maybe end it tonight, and maybe I'll read for like 1 or 2 hours and then go to sleep. If you didn't notice, this is my like emergency area, or not emergency area. I have all my sunglasses here, and then I hang my keys here as well, and then I have a little wristwatch. So I have 2 wristwatches. I have the Casio, and then I have this Adidas wristwatch, which I don't like wearing it because it's very heavy, and I'm not too wild about heavy watches. But then I can use it as like a nightstand watch, basically. And I haven't even done a room tour, but I'm gonna do that at some point in the future. But I can, like, there's full leg room here. There's quite a lot of space to sleep, or it's not a lot of space. I know for people who are used to like a twin size bed, this is not a lot of space, but you know, it's all right. I actually sleep kind of good here because it's like pretty, the Danish word would be hyggeligt. English word is cozy, I think. I might do a little tour actually, just a little tour. Then right here I have my Bluetti AC70. It's connected to all my power. So right now it's pretty low. It's only 18. I'm gonna have to charge it tomorrow somehow. I never really know how. It's usually like I have to find somewhere where they have a plug and they don't mind it. It's usually at a Burger King or a McDonald's or a Subway or like a local restaurant thing. But it can't be a real restaurant. It has to be like a fast food place, because in fast food places they just don't care because there's so many people, I guess. I don't know. That's also why I use the bathroom all the time in fast food places, because they just don't care who walks in and out. But in a local place, it's much more. Then here I have this plugged into a cord thing where I have all my light cables. But I actually only use this, which is this stuff around in the ceiling here. But I can, if I want to, I can turn on this light. I had like in my head, and I had just had this lamp, and I was like, could be pretty cool to like use it somehow. So in my head I was like, if I'm ever cooking something out there and I want this thing to be open, I can like have that on as a light. But I literally haven't used it once. And then I also have this one is plugged into a light over here. I literally haven't used this once either. Then I have all my tape here. It's kind of overkill, I know. But this thing, my dad gave this to me, and it's like sticky on both sides. It's literally, I use it all the time for everything. I used it here. I've also on my computer, which is in my backpack right now, I have like a hard drive connected, or like glued basically to the. It's not glued, but it's I use this to put it onto the backside of the laptop, so I can also always access it, because I use my hard drive constantly, because there's no room. Like when you're transferring like big files and stuff, there's never any room on my laptop, because it's a MacBook Air. It's nothing crazy, and that hard drive has 2 terabytes on it, and I've used 1.2 terabyte, so I have 800 gigabytes left, and it's all right. I do have another hard drive down here that I can use if I want to. It's basically for backing up that hard drive. And then I have all my food here. I have breakfast here, granola, some oat milk. That if I haven't opened this, but if I open this, it lasts me like 2 days. So in 2 days is like 3 days if I'm really stretching it. If I'm willing to like eat a little bit of sour oat milk, but not crazy sour, you know. I want if it smells really bad, then I throw it out because I don't want to get sick. But if it smells just a little funky, you know, 10% funkiness, I can deal with that. That's all right with me, I think. Then I bought this shit. I don't know what it. I guess it's sausages. It scored a D on Nutri-Score, so that's not very good. But I was like, I have to see what this is, and it lasts until 2029, and it's 2026 right now, so it lasts me 3 years. And I was like, one day this will happen. I will eat this when I have nothing else left. It was a kind of a fun little souvenir thing, I think. Then I have the protein powder I was talking about in a previous video, and some bread that I haven't used as well. It's probably bad. I don't know. Like, I think it's not. I think there is mold on it. But I haven't checked, but I think there is. And then over here I have all my shit. All my, like, not important, but just, like, quick. It is kind of important. It's my headphones. Biodynamic 770 Pro. DT770 Pro. 80 OHM. They're amazing. It cost me way too much money, but they're great. I love them. And I have my sound card here for when I'm recording podcasts, and my TLM Neumann TLM 3, I believe. And then I just bought this book, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I also just bought this book, Yellowface. I don't know which one I'm gonna read first. Actually, I won't read any of these ones after this one, because I have under all this shit, I have more books. And this one, I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I'm halfway through, but I haven't finished it, so I'm gonna finish that after I read Blue Sisters. Then I have some philosophy over here, some stoicism that I also haven't finished, The Myth of Sisyphus, which is amazing. There is but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. The legend, Albert Camus. I have some quick books that I read, that I bought back at home. They're in Danish. These two I've read. There's one on porn. Then there's one on alcohol here. And then I have one that I haven't read, is on freedom. I really love this format. It's great reading. It's like these small books that is like, they're called Tænkepauser, which basically means think break. So that's my shit. I have a lot of other shit, but I'll show all that stuff in like a dedicated video to my house tour. Basically, I'll do that in, I think, 4 or 5 videos time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if this one became a long video. I might have splitting it up into 2 parts. In the next video, we're gonna go to France, probably, and that's probably gonna be a step up, like a level up in dangerousness, because it's French people I've heard is a little rougher. They're a little rough around the edges. But I think it might be great as well. Yeah. All right. Bye.